There are many coach training companies out there. And they come and they go, they come and they go. You know, we have a funny situation in our industry. Many years ago, I did a course learning how to windsurf. Learning how to kite surf. Any of you know what kite surfing is? But you've all seen it. So you're on a surfboard, but instead of a sail, you have a kite. And anyway, you've all seen it. So I did a course a few years ago, learn how to kite surf. But there's a joke in the kite surfing community. And the joke is, what is the difference between a kite surfer and a kite surf instructor? And the answer is, about 2 weeks. And in that particular industry, there's a lot of people who they learn how to kite surf, and then 1 week later, they market themselves as a kite surf instructor, you know, and they have no knowledge. They're not good. Well, we see similar things in the coaching industry. We see a lot of people who train to become coaches. They get qualified with some company. And then the next thing, you see them on LinkedIn or Facebook, and they're marketing themselves as a life coach trainer or accreditation business. And they literally they've been in the business for 2 weeks, you know. We also see a lot of failed coaches. People who train to be a coach, they do not succeed. But what they then do, they market themselves about, I will teach you how to get business. Come to me, I will show you how to build your coaching practice. So there's an awful lot of that within the coaching world. Noble Manhattan stays above all of that. There are 3 or 4 companies that are actually very good. They give good training courses, and they are, I would call, decent competition. One is called CTI, Coach Training Institute. Another is called Ericsson. Another is called the Fielding Institute. And another is called the Newfield Network. And then there's Noble Manhattan. These are the companies that are in what we call the premier division. And it's very important that you know who they are and what they do, how they deliver their courses, how much money they charge, what their courses are like, because this is our competition. But I'll give you and I would love you in the next week to do some research. Look at those companies in your country and see what they're offering. But I'll give you a broad overview. Those companies I've just mentioned, their flagship program, the one that competes with our PCD, are between 200 hours and 225 hours of training. Maximum. Ericsson is even less than that, about 150. Our course is over 400 hours. The courses I've just mentioned, most of them, you receive your qualification simply by attending. If you attend the classes, you get your pass. With our company, you actually have to pass. We evaluate our students. They have to submit their evidence portfolio. It has to be up to the right standard. They have to submit 5 pieces of written work. They have to be up to the right standard. They have to do an oral exam, final assessment. That has to be up to the right standard. So with us, people really have to demonstrate their ability before they receive their diploma. The other companies I've just mentioned, they give a certificate. We give a diploma. In the world of education, there is a significant difference. You can get a certificate for doing a one-day course. You can get a certificate from a college for doing a half-day workshop. So certificates, by the very nature, the word actually means it has no definite meaning. You can get a certificate for all sorts of different types of training courses, short, medium, long, but a diploma is different. A diploma is above a certificate, usually double or 3 times the quality and work involved. So you have certificate, diploma, degree. A degree at a college or university. Ours is not as high as a degree. Well, I say that. Ian, on our behalf, has been discussing our accreditation standards with the ILM. We have been accredited by them for many, many years. But he wanted them to relook at our PCD. And they've relooked at it. And they have agreed to give it a level 7 accreditation. Now, what does that mean? In the ILM, which is Institute for Leadership and Management, level 7 is equivalent to a master's. Equivalent to a master's degree. All of those competitions I just mentioned, they are accredited by one organization. We are accredited by over 4 different organizations. Their courses are between 180 and 220 hours. Ours is over 400 hours. Ours has been equated officially by a government body as to being equivalent to a master's degree now. And then we come to the cost, the investment. All of the companies I have mentioned charge between US dollars, 12,000 US dollars and 14,000 US dollars. We charge different amounts in different countries, but you're looking at in euro, I'll use euros as the example for today. You're looking at between 6,000 and 7,000 euros, roughly, depending on the region. So we are offering what we call a Rolls-Royce product, Rolls-Royce, at an incredibly low price. And then the other thing that sets us apart is the extra backup and support that we give. I don't think there's anything like it in the industry. And I'm happy for you to go out and challenge me on that. There's no other company that offers the coaching support groups that we have, the coach finder, the coach radio, the publishing arm, the ongoing. When a student finishes with us, we allow them to carry on accessing our training and our development webinars forever at zero cost. I had a call this morning at 10 a.m., but he's an engineer. And like an engineer, he's very, very detailed oriented, very detailed indeed. And he asked quite a few detailed questions. And I was so pleased to hear him say, I have researched some of the other coach training courses. I didn't ask him which ones. He said, I've researched some of the others, and Noble Manhattan stands head and shoulders above the rest. Head and shoulders. And it was lovely to hear that. And being an engineer, he loves to investigate everything down to the nearest millimeter, you know, very precise. So that is why we're very happy to recommend to people that they research everything.